In the top stories, Minister Duggins highlights importance of FADs in strengthening fisheries sector. Belize now launches National Tourism Security Strategy 2025 to 2030, and Trump lobbies EU for 100% tariffs on China and India. Welcome to the ZIZ Major Newscast. Today is Wednesday, the 10th of September, 2025, and I am Jasmine Thomas. Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Marine Resources, the Honorable Samuel Duggins, has reaffirmed the government's commitment to advancing the fisheries sector through the strategic deployment of fish aggregating devices, FADs. Speaking at a FADS construction workshop on September 6 in Midday, Minister Duggins underscored the role of FADs, which are used to attract fish such as marlin, tuna and mahi-mahi, is ensuring sustainable fish production and improving the livelihoods of fisherfolk across St. Christopher and Nevis. Minister Duggins explained that while surface FADs have traditionally been used, they are often lost or damaged due to passing ships. To address this challenge, the government shifted to subsurface FADs, which lasted significantly longer. Increasing the number and quality of FADs helped to improve fish yields. The minister pointed to significant growth in the fisheries sector, with revenues rising from approximately $8 million just a few years ago to 15 million dollars in 2023 and further to $19 million in 2024. This upward trend, he said, is proof of the sector's hard work and resilience. Minister Duggins thanked the fisherfolk for their dedication, noting that their efforts are vital to strengthening the fisheries sector and ensuring food security for the nation. During the National Vocational Qualification NVQ-SKN graduation ceremony on September 3, Minister of Education, the Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, announced the merger of 3 technical and vocational institutions in St. Kitts and Nevis. Dr. Hanley stated that the Ministry of Education will merge AVEC, NSTP, and Project Strong. The new institution will be named the Christopher Wilkin Institute of Technology after 2 of St. Kitts Nevis's TVET pioneers, Clyde Christopher and Fitzroy Wilkin. Dr. Hanley said the institute would be founded on the principles of inclusivity, adaptability, and excellence, and will feature new and emerging technologies such as stimulators, virtual reality, and augmented reality systems. The merger is expected to strengthen the delivery of vocational training, expand opportunities for students, and ensure the sustainability of skills development across St. Kitts and Nevis. A visit by members of Taiwan's Global Pathfinders Initiative to St. Kitts and Nevis is expected to deepen the 42-year-old bonds of friendship between the Federation of St. Christopher and Nevis and the Republic of China on Taiwan. Several members of Taiwan's Global Pathfinders Initiative were greeted on their arrival at the Robert L. Bradshaw International Airport by Taiwan Embassy officers who introduced them to the local culture and traditions. The Taiwan Global Pathfinders Initiative aims to expand international connections, drive industrial innovation, and inspire diverse creative actions, empowering Taiwan's young generation to showcase their creativity, vitality, and resilience on the global stage. The embassy said in a statement, "We look forward to seeing these passionate and talented youth share Taiwan's diverse strengths with new friends in St. Kitts and Nevis while deepening the bonds of friendship between our 2 nations through their journey," the statement said. St. Kitts and Nevis's Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Right Honorable Dr. Denzil Douglas, has welcomed the visit. We extend a warm and beautiful St. Kitts Nevis welcome to the 7 outstanding youth from Taiwan's Global Pathfinders Initiative to our beautiful Twin Island Federation, said Dr. Douglas. The government and the people of St. Christopher and Nevis and the Republic of China, Taiwan, share a great bond and diplomatic relationship for almost 42 years, said Douglas, who served as St. Kitts and Nevis' second Prime Minister. The 27th Prime Minister Lecture Series will take place this evening at 7 o'clock at the Sir Cecil Jacobs Auditorium with Willa Liebert Tavernier, a distinguished attorney at law and academic librarian, as the featured speaker. This event will be streamed live on ZIZ and other participating radio stations. In regional news, the Belize Tourism Board, BTB, in partnership with the Ministry of Tourism, Youth, Sports and Diaspora Relations, has unveiled the National Tourism Security Strategy 2025 to 2030, a landmark 5-year plan aimed at safeguarding the country's thriving tourism industry. This strategy establishes a coordinated national framework to mitigate risks, protect Belize's tourism product, and strengthen visitor confidence across both urban centers and remote destinations. This strategy reflects Belize's commitment to delivering a safe, secure, and world-class tourism experience, said Anthony Marlow, Minister of Tourism, Youth, Sports, and Diaspora Relations. Key objectives of the plan include expanding the tourism police unit by 60% over 5 years, formalizing a multi-agency tourism safety forum for oversight and joint decision-making, deploying mobile enforcement teams in tourism corridors and high-risk zones, upgrading infrastructure with enhanced lighting surveillance and communications at key sites, and mandating disaster and emergency contingency plans for all tourism operators. On the international scene, Donald Trump has called on European Union (EU) to hit China and India with tariffs of up to 100% to force Russian President Vladimir Putin to end the war in Ukraine. The U.S. President made the demand during a meeting between U.S. and EU officials on Tuesday, discussing options to increase economic pressure on Russia, a source familiar with the discussions he has told the BBC. Trump, who previously pledged to end the conflict on day one of becoming president, is struggling to broker a peace deal between Moscow and Kiev, and Russia's strikes on Ukraine have intensified. Separately, Trump told reporters on Tuesday that he plans to talk to Putin on a call this week or earlier next week. China and India are major buyers of Russian oil, which helps to keep the country's economy and war machine afloat. Last month, the U.S. imposed a 50% tariff on goods from India, which included a 25% penalty for its transactions with Russia. Although the EU has said it would end its dependency on Russian energy, around 19% of its natural gas imports still come from there. If the EU does impose the tariffs on China and India, it would mark a change to its approach of attempting to isolate Russia with sanctions rather than levies. And now for the weather. Present weather across St. Kitts and Nevis is fair with slight haze. Winds are a gentle breeze of 8 miles per hour from the east, and seas are 1 to 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. For the rest of today, weather is expected to be partly cloudy with a 40% or moderate chance of brief showers. Tonight, partly cloudy with a 40% or moderate chance of showers. Sunset this evening will be at around 16 minutes past 6, and sunrise tomorrow morning is set for 6 o'clock. That brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jasmine Thomas. God bless you.